Hi there, Dave with Crandall Office, and today we're going to be taking a closer look at the lumbar options on the Herman Miller Aeron Classic chair. So let's get started. All right, so the first option we're going to take a look at is going to be the standard sliding lumbar pad that you see here on this Aeron Classic chair. This is going to be I've got one of the lumbars here. This is an OEM lumbar pad. It is kind of shaped like a football a little bit. It's thicker on one side than the other, and that allows you to slide this up and down and allows you to really fine tune where this lumbar hits you in the back. But also allows you to flip this lumbar over by sliding it all the way off, flip it over, and you can either have a little bit more lumbar with the thicker side or a little bit less lumbar with the thinner side of the lumbar pad. So it's a pretty basic lumbar mechanism. It does provide good support though, allows you to adjust up and down, and also gives you two options as far as how much actual push into your lower back you're gonna get out of this lumbar pad. So when we take a look at the pros and cons of the standard adjustable lumbar pad on the Aeron Classic chair, the pros are going to be that you do have a good amount of height adjustment in this lumbar pad. So this is really going to go up and down to really fit you wherever you need it. You also do have the two sides, the thicker and the thinner side, to allow you to customize at least a little bit on how much pressure is pushing into your lower back. Third, it's very easy to remove and replace this if anything ever does change, breaks, or you want to replace it. Any of those options, it's just a quick and easy product to take off and put back on. On the con side, I would say that the only having the two options for the amount of pressure pushing into your lower back is a little bit limiting. Some people might want a little bit more, a little bit less. And so that is a bit of a con. And also on that side, that you need to completely remove the lumbar pad and reinstall it the other way to change that amount of pressure. The other con that I really don't like about this lumbar system is that it's very difficult to adjust while you're sitting in the chair. It's difficult to kind of reach around and slide it up and down. So you almost have to get out of the chair in order to make those adjustments on this lumbar pad. Beyond that, it's a good solid option. It's a little bit simpler than the other design we're going to be taking a look at in the PostureFit, but a good overall product. All right, so now let's take a look at the PostureFit Lumbar on the Aeron Classic chair. This is a design that they released later in the life of the Aeron chair. And as you can see, it was designed with the look and feel of the chair in mind. It really follows the lines and the curves here. I think it really enhances the look of the chair. It really does look nice. Onto the functionality of it, we do see, I've got one that's removed from the chair here. You can see that the actual pad shape is a little bit bigger than the standard lumbar pad. It does give you some additional real estate here where it pushes into your lower back. It does not have any height adjustment ability, so it is going to be in a fixed position, but it does have quite a bit of pushing in adjustment to really let you fine tune how much pressure is pushing into your lower back, which is a great feature. You can really fine tune it by just turning this dial here. And it's also kind of easy to adjust while you're sitting in the chair, which is nice. The actual pad is a soft pad, similar to the standard lumbar pad, but again, just a little bit different design. Looks real nice. We really like the PostureFit here. If you're finding this video helpful, please click the like and subscribe buttons below. It really helps us out. Oh. All right, so now let's take a look at the pros and cons of the PostureFit Lumbar. The first pro we're gonna talk about is gonna be the actual looks of it. It just really looks nice. I've mentioned this a couple of times. I love the look of the lumbar. It really was designed well. Secondly, we're gonna look at the horizontal adjustability, so how much pressure you can push into here. There's a ton more adjustability from forward to back, and it allows you to fine tune that adjustment too. Really good design from that aspect. Next, we're gonna take a look at the actual pad. The pad is a little bit larger in surface area than the standard lumbar pad. This can be maybe a pro or a con depending. I view it as a pro. It gives you a little bit more pressure. This also pivots in and out a little bit, as you can see, to kind of follow you as you move around in the chair. I think that's a big pro. The last pro we're going to talk about is how you can adjust it from in the sitting position. All you got to do is reach down and turn this knob. It's going to allow you to push that lumbar in and out real quick and easy to adjust. Just a great feature, and a lot lot more easy to adjust than the standard pad that you need to get out of the chair to adjust. So when we look at the cons, the number one con we're going to look at is it's going to be a little bit more expensive. So this is on our website, it's a $100 upcharge. It's a little bit more if you're looking at the Herman Miller version on the new chair. Now that is remastered versus classic, so it's a little bit apples to oranges, but definitely worth mentioning. Secondly, there is no height adjustment of this lumbar. This lumbar is in a fixed place, and depending on how you're built, this can really be a little bit of it takes away from the lumbar a little bit. For me personally, it hits me a little bit lower than I would prefer. I like being able to adjust it up and down. So that is a con. The last con we're going to look at is just the installation is a little bit more in depth than the standard lumbar pad. That said, you're not really taking it on and off all that often, so that's not a huge con, but it is worth considering, especially if you're buying a new chair and you have to install it yourself. All right, so when we talk about my personal opinion of these lumbars, first we'll take a look at the standard lumbar pad. I really like the standard lumbar pad. It's a simpler design. It's easy to adjust, but you do need to get out of the chair to adjust it. That's a pretty big con in my book. I like to be able to move around and adjust things on the fly. That said, it's a cheaper option and it works very well for what it is. I also not particularly fond of the look of it. That said, that's a very personal preference. So when we start talking about the PostureFit, the price of the PostureFit is a little bit of a tough pill to swallow. It's a pretty big upcharge. That can be a pretty big con. I think it is worth the price, in my personal opinion. I like being able to adjust that lumbar in and out on the fly with that knob. It really makes it quick and easy. The other side that I absolutely love, and I've mentioned a number of times here, is the look of the PostureFit lumbar. It just looks like it belongs on the chair. It was designed with the chair actual design in mind. I think they really knocked it out of the park with that. That said, on the PostureFit, it does hit me a little bit lower in my lower back than I personally like. And so not having that height adjustable nature of the lumbar is a pretty big con in my book. So if I have to choose between the two, I'm gonna go with the PostureFit personally. That said, I don't think there's a wrong choice here. They're both good designs with pros and cons. Thanks for taking the time to watch this video. If you found it helpful, go ahead and click the like and subscribe buttons below. If you've got any questions at all, don't hesitate to reach out to us on our website, crandalloffice.com, our Facebook page. Anywhere you can reach us, we're always here to help. So thanks again for watching, and we'll see you next time. Like and subscribe buttons below. I don't want thumbs down. Don't thumbs down it. Hi there, Dave with Crandall Office, and today we're going to be taking a closer look at the lumbar options. Test it. All right, what am I doing? Okay. All right, so let's take a look at the pop it, twist it, turn it. Woo!